So we were out here in LA County today, and we thought, why not run down to San Pedro, Long Beach, and shoot a little B-roll for all of you and show you what's going on. It is such a disaster down here. There are so many containers. They are just piling up everywhere. 5 ships sitting off the coast here today, and more coming. But just a few things. I'm going to maybe be all over the place here today as we've been driving. I couldn't be as organized as I usually am, but jobless claims. 230,000 people filed first-time jobless claims last week, while producer prices hit a 12-month high. It is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening. As we were driving out to LA today, just passing through San Bernardino, Riverside County, I was just thrown back by the amount of vacant storefronts, vacant buildings, office buildings, restaurants, retailers, you name it, all along the freeways. Homeless camps along the freeways. It's so obvious that this collapse is getting so out of control. And we see another 230,000 people file first-time jobless claims last week, while we just watched 4.5 million people quit their jobs. But getting back to what's happening here, if you ever get a chance to come down this way, I highly recommend it. It is really an eye-opener to see what's going on. There are so many containers everywhere. I think there's about 7,000 acres of shipping down here with the ports and the terminals and the container yards. There's around 7,000 acres, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. It is an amazing sight. But I want to talk about this news that's coming out of China, that China now is going to be shutting things down because of this health crisis. So they're talking that they're going to be shutting down factories, shutting down ports, and that means that less products will be heading to America. And we're going to see more deterioration in U.S. consumption, where spending is now being funded by credit cards. And now this world economy is going to see a slowdown as China is going to be shutting down its ports, shutting down its factories. So this is going to have, I think, a huge effect on the global economy, especially right here in America, as people are now reliant on credit cards, tapped out, going to be spending less. But we're going to see less goods arriving in America as we see this shutdown taking place with China. There's no doubt, when you see what's going on the streets of America as we're driving along the freeways here, the interstates here today, and just looking at the area here and the amount of homelessness in LA County, San Bernardino County, Riverside County, we are in a very, very ugly financial crisis, a great financial crisis. I apologize about the noise, but I wanted to just show you what's going on and get right down in here. And it's noisy, a lot of trucks here, but there should be a lot more trucks here. There's a lot of these cranes not even operating behind me. They're just not even moving. And again, the rules and the regulations here in California in regards to the EPA and not allowing trucks older than 2012 onto the property here because of the strict EPA rules. Anything older than 2012, not allowed. And these are all union companies down here. Owner-operators are denied here. So we should have a lot more trucks. There's so much cargo that needs to be unloaded here, and 105 ships sitting right off the coast here. Unbelievable. It's going to get worse, and it's worse than many of you even think. It really is. Again, it's not just looking at all these containers, but just the amount of businesses we saw today along the freeway, the amount of homelessness, the amount of trash. It's really, really ugly. But this thing is going to get so bad. I was reading an article on the way down briefly by Egan von Greers. He said that this financial crisis could last it could take 90 years to recover. Okay, 90 years. This is how bad it's getting. And, as we're driving down here, the infrastructure is crumbling. There's just graffiti everywhere. And just a little while ago, a couple hours ago, markets closed. Last hour, I was watching it on my phone. Markets sold off. Crypto sold off. The volatility that we're seeing now in these markets and in the cryptos, gold and silver down a little bit today, but they held pretty steady, especially gold. The volatility, you've got to be preparing for volatility. You're going to see volatility in the economy, in the stock market, and you're going to see volatility happening socially, and you need to be preparing for that. But I cannot stress enough when we talk about preparation. Just imagine if China does shut down. Do you have enough goods? Do you have enough products? You better get out and get this stuff right now, ladies and gentlemen. And this isn't to scare you. This isn't for views. I'm down here today showing you what is going on. 105 ships. China talking about shutting down now because of this health crisis. Stocks selling off again today. Crypto selling off again today. More volatility. Do you think the economy is going to get better? Do you think that this is going to get fixed overnight? This supply chain meltdown? It is absolutely in disarray. Disarray, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I can say about it. It is a mess. But I agree with Egan von Greers. This is going to take many, many years to recover from. And the scary thing is, we haven't even come close to the bottom yet. This is unbelievable what we are seeing. And when you look at the trade deficit, we are getting absolutely annihilated, destroyed, decimated. It's really disturbing. How do we ever bounce back from this? We're not making anything. We're not producing anything. The ships are going back. Guess what they're going back with? Empty containers. That's what they're going back with, empty containers. We are definitely losing an economic war here, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely losing. It's not even close. And we're going to pay a very, very severe price for it. And people that laugh and ignore these signs, they have no idea what is coming. It's really scary. When you look at the size of these ships and the amount of product that is coming over here, it makes you realize how many jobs are gone, how many businesses are gone, left here forever, and they're over in other places in the world. How many people now are going to rely on these leisure and hospitality jobs as careers because those good manufacturing jobs, they're gone and they're never coming back. Again, let me repeat. Make sure that you're getting what you need because the shortages are going to get worse, ladies and gentlemen. The inflation is going to get worse. It's not transitory. It is going to get much worse. Interest rates are going to go up. They probably won't go up enough, but they'll go up enough to slow these markets down even more and cause even more disarray in the economy and in the stock market. I think that we are on borrowed time. We really are. You need to really get your house in order, be your own central bank, get your finances in order, ladies and gentlemen. Get your debts paid off. Make sure you have a cash reserve. Make sure you have some gold, some silver. This is unbelievable. All these products, heading to Walmart and Target, and people now are going to be more and more dependent on their credit cards to buy those products to make those countries on the other side of the ocean richer and richer, while they take more of your jobs, more of your money, and destroy your standard of living while theirs improves and gets better. Yours is about to get worse, and you know it because it's already happening. Your wages and your savings are being decimated. We're losing this war on trade. The deficit, they're saying that the trade deficit in December could break $100 billion. $100 billion in 1 month. Think about that. It's disturbing. It really, really is. And it's even more sad that the world superpower, America, the so-called wealthiest nation, the biggest debtor nation, we can't even unload trucks. We can't even get this figured out. We can't even get products to the shelves. But none of it's going to matter, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have money, if you don't have products and preparations put away. None of it's going to matter. But right now, I think that we're so far beyond return that you got to worry about yourself, you got to worry about your families now, and you got to prepare. That's all you can do. But it's an amazing thing out here. It really is. It's an amazing sight to look at all the containers and the massive ships and the cranes and 7,000 acres out here of trucks and ships and containers. It's an amazing sight. It really is. But it's sad that we're taking in so much more than we're sending out. Just like we spend more than we make. But we have an economy now, a GDP made up of 70% made up of consumption. And people are consuming and buying things with money they don't even have. Plastic, credit cards, that's what it is. And one day we may not see so many trucks down here and you're going to be on your own. Make sure you're preparing. God bless all of you. Stay safe out there. All I can say is before I close is prepare the best that you can. Look out for yourself. Look out for your families. This is really, really disturbing. Right now, there are 123 ships, cargo and tankers, within 41 miles of the ports here. And they count those ships. Once you exceed 40 miles, you're not counted. So they're saying that, how many ships do we have beyond the 40 miles? They won't even say. So what we do know is there's 123 ships at within 40 miles of the coast here, but they do not report how many are sitting beyond 40 miles. So there could be another 50, another 70 tankers and cargo ships beyond that 40-mile mark. So this is absolutely crazy. And these ships take like at least 5 days to a week to unload. And if you look, there's cranes out there that aren't even moving. So I don't know how many cranes are actually being active today, but I don't think enough. And there's a lot of trucks here, but not enough, because if your truck is not newer than 2012, if you're not working for a union company, if you're an independent contractor, you're not going to be down here. So that's really causing a massive backlog, and this could really be accelerated if they really opened up the gates here and let owner operators in here, and older trucks. But it's California. Rules and regulations means more than getting products to the store.